Hey, right. I think I am live. What's going on? Let's see if anybody decides to come in so we can hang out. Hope everybody is doing well. What's today? Tuesday? I feel like it's still Monday. Hope everybody's week is starting out good. I can't believe it's April already. Can y'all believe it's April already? But let me wait for somebody to come in so I don't feel like I'm here alone. Um, Let me know what y'all got going on because it's just a regular, tranquil Tuesday night. You're not supposed to be here. Mommy? You're supposed to be. Don't think because I'm live that nothing gonna happen to you because you're supposed to go to bed. This what you're sleeping in? Okay. Bed. Say good night. Night. It's 8 o'clock. Night. She's trying to be slick, like she can't be in trouble. Anyway, how is everybody? I see it's like a couple of people watching. Anyway, um, we have to communicate back and forth, otherwise this doesn't really work. So otherwise, I'm just here by my lonesome. I mean, I guess if I get bored, I can always read. Are you guys reading books? I'm on a new book now. Is this backwards? Probably backwards. But Angela Davis, as you can see, I always wondered about her story because it seemed like everybody else who was rolling with her, you know, didn't make it one way or another. So I always wondered what was her deal. Uh, yeah. So talk to me and let me know what's up. I'm back. I think a couple of people thought I just got back now. 'Cause the video, I think my first video from being back in Senegal was released this yesterday, I think. Um, so like I got a couple of messages like "Welcome back," and I was like, "Welcome back where?" Because I've been here for a while. Yeah, the videos aren't always they're always in chronological order. Most of the time they are. I try, but it just depends. Sometimes stuff goes on, and I feel like one video is more important to get out than another. So you know, sometimes I get confused when people are like, "Oh, I just saw your video," and I'm like, which one?" Remind me. But anyway, I am trying to. Well, at the beginning of the year, I usually like do like focus myself on my goals and stuff, but I have to revisit it and get back into it. So I'm like revamping the things I want to do. Like most of the last year was trying to get settled and adapt and learn languages and learn navigation and all that stuff, and then build a house and try to figure out business wise what we're gonna do. Oh, somebody finally said hi. Miriam, good evening. All is well in the sunshine state of Miami, Florida. Oh, nice. Just trying to get back home as soon as I can to the Gambia. Oh, cool. Miriam Howard. Okay. Miami. I like Miami. I was just talking about Miami today. South Beach. I feel like if I if I go back to the States, I have to travel. I think after everything shut down and was closed and couldn't travel for a while, I was getting real antsy because I really love to travel, and the way my life was set up at that time, I could probably get 2 trips in a year, maybe if I'm lucky, 3. a short one or whatever. But I really love traveling and exploring and learning about other cultures and communities and stuff. And so I definitely wanna. Hey, that's my neighbor right there, Joe Mama and Me. Oh, everybody needs to subscribe to Joe Mama and Me's channel, please. So you can do that right now. It is 11 people. So after I finish this, I want to see 11 subscribers on Joe Mama and Me. So then we can um, encourage them for new videos to come out. It's a newly arrived repat here in Senegal. Um, so I think you guys would like to see her and her family journey here because they're just getting started. So that should be exciting. What was I saying? I was talking about traveling. So like, oh, Anaya, hi Anaya. Anaya be on the Repat live show all the time. Anaya gonna have to come on the show one time. With me and Dayla. I don't know if you guys know about the show. If you don't know about the show, I don't know where you've been. But every Sunday or so, you gotta look us up um, on my homegirl De La Soul's channel. She lives in Dakar, and we do a live show just discussing the real stuff that we talk about every week, and we just let you guys in on our conversations. You know, headaches, frustrations, funny things that happen, cultural lessons that we learn, and along the way, we kind of support each other in that way. But but yeah, like I was saying, I wanna travel. I wanna be able to travel, but it's not always possible when you know you're like trying to get settled and get adjusted to your new environment and get set up and everything. So it's like it feels like it's always something that impedes you from being able to travel. If I could go everywhere, like travel every month, I would. I don't know if that fan is bothering you guys. Let me know if you can hear it. Chi Town, R Hogan, what's up? Um, Miriam says, I would love to come visit Senegal when I return. Yeah, stop on by. It's probably like a 4 hour drive, maybe, yeah, less than that to get to Senegal, but I'm about 4 or 5 hours away from Banjul. I'm eating my I don't know what you would call it, paleta, but it's Mexican candy with chile. There was a lady who came here and from Mexico. Her husband is Senegalese and they live in Mexico, obviously. And so they came to visit us and she brought me all this Mexican candy. I eat this like every day. It's take me back to when I was a kid. Probably not good for my teeth, but I like it. It's like sour and then you get to the sweet part in the middle. But anyway, um, yeah, so it's so much stuff I want to do with my life and it feels like you can't do it all. Like I would definitely want to be like a Renaissance woman. I want to read books. I want to learn to cook. I want to be a chef. I want to travel everywhere. If it's like I got a kid, I want to have businesses. I want to, do so many things. So I'm trying to always balance my ambitions and, keep at least one foot on the ground. But, you only have one life to live. Uh, I had some bad news from back home. Somebody I knew their son got murdered, and it just was like, I mean, every time somebody passes away, you go through this reflecting thing. And I didn't know the kid, but I knew the dad, the father, and my whole family knew him, and he was actually a neighbor. And I don't know, it's just gone, like blown away, and nobody knows what happened. Nobody was there, so it's kind of hard to accept it and get closure and all that. But I just like nobody knows when their time is, and not to be like somber or whatever, but you think about stuff, and I really want to seize the day, carpe diem, as it were. So I want to make sure the things that make me happy, at least most of them, I could try to do. Um, you know, every day work towards whatever goals I have. So traveling is definitely one of them. So I'm looking forward to going somewhere else. It's different when you're away from home. You feel like when you take trips, maybe, or at least I feel like I gotta go home. You know what I mean? Like I gotta go visit, but it's like there's other places I want to go. So I have to balance it out, and um, and hopefully, people can come to visit me from home, so I don't have to be the one traveling all the time. That would be nice. But I want to go to like Mexico. I've been to Mexico, but not like really inside real Mexico, I guess you would say, just close to the border. But I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to, I don't know if I want to go to Morocco, maybe eat the food, but I want to go a lot of places. But what I'm excited, good night. You don't have to say good night again. Anyway, Woosah, this child got to go to bed. Brown Coat Blue from Chicago. Oh, yay. Chi Town is in the house. What's going on in the Chi? I haven't watched news or anything. You guys should tell me like current events and stuff because I don't watch. I mean, I see social media sometimes, but I don't get engrossed in like current events because I don't always want to know. But you guys can tell me what's going on in your state, city, country, and then it'll be like I'm watching the news and or reading the newspaper and I don't have to. Um, but yeah, so something I'm excited about is I was reading this book. I don't know if I showed you guys. I don't think so. Last time I was live, I think I had just finished reading Columbo. Yeah, Peter Falk autobiography. I almost didn't finish it. I ended up giving it to my dad when I was there because he was the one who introduced me to Columbo. So I almost finished it, but I got pretty much got the gist of it. Like I was probably had like you know 5 more pages to go or something like that. So then I read this other book that I read in a week. It was a Senegalese book. It was so exciting. It's called One Long Letter in English. That's what it's called. By a lady named Mariama. She's passed. She's deceased, but Mariama Ba. That book. Oh my gosh! It was a short book, maybe 90 pages, and like I read that book in probably a week or two at the most. It was so good, and it made me like really feel the emotions of the characters and learn more about the culture from how people actually feel because it was very feel like feelings and stuff. It talked about. Uh, well, I don't want to give it away, but the main characters were dealing with um, polygamy stuff like challenges dealing with that and being left by their husbands and they just talk about how they felt and what they were dealing with. They kind of go back and but it ties in the culture to what was expected at that time. I think maybe about 40 years ago, something like that. But when you read a book, sometimes you can like put yourself in the book. Sometimes I some books don't catch my attention, but this book really did because I can kind of have a short attention span. But it was so good. So I decided, like, because I can't always travel how I want, I have this idea that I'm gonna read a book from every country, and that will like teach me about that country, but also, be entertaining and like I'll be smart. So like every country in the world, I want to read. I don't know how many countries there are, 100 and something, 190. I don't know, but I want to read a book for every country in the world. And then what's up? Wait, let me hold on. I'm gonna tell you what the next part is in a minute. Now I'm reading. I think I showed you, but maybe nobody was on. But now I'm reading Angela Davis. So this might take me like 2 3 months. I'm only on. I'm trying to read like 5 pages a day. Some books I can't get into it like a lot, a lot because it's just intense. And this is like almost 400 pages. So it's gonna take me a little bit, but It's better than what I used to do. Right, it used to take me a year to read a book back back home when I was working for the man. But um, but I want to read a book from every country, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the next part. But let me read the comments and see. Um, Miriam, you just hit me up when you come to Senegal, or if you want to come to Senegal, if you find somebody to like drive you across the border or whatever, and let me know. Maybe we can go have lunch or something. Um, R. Hogan says, "Oh, hi from Chicago, Chicago as well. Not much in the shy, but someone shot up a NYC subway. Wow, dang. Oh, three threw some smoke bombs. What? Dang. Threw some smoke bombs and opened fire into the panic. That sounds like that sounds like terror, like terrorist type of deal, like that marathon bombing stuff. And where was that in Boston? No, that wasn't in Boston. I don't know where that marathon bombing was. I want to say it was in Boston. There's so many stuff going on, you can't remember, man. That's sad. Oh man. Sometimes I listen to like radio shows, like hip hop radio shows, and they'll give a little bit of news, but if it's like sad stuff back to back, this rapper died, this place was shot up, or I just like have to turn it off because I can't like it's just does something to me where I just yeah, I can't put that much negativity in my aura. It's just too much. Let me see. This morning, big shooting subway. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, Miriam was saying the same thing. 16 injured, 6 people die. Ooh. Oh yeah, the Boston Marathon. Yeah. It's just so much stuff, man. Like, I feel like when I started paying attention, I was probably a teenager. It was like Columbine, and that was like bizarre. Like bizarre. Like what the heck? Some kids in a school, like, you think, how where did this come from? And then it just kept happening over and over and over. And the Vegas concert one was like 50 people. It was like a lot of people that were whose lives were taken. It's like what the heck is going on? Virginia Tech. My cousin went to that college when the Virginia Tech had that one back in the early 2000s. It's just I don't know. It's a pattern now. So it's like you can't even say it's not a part of the culture. Unfortunately, I don't know, but why? Hmm. The mental state of this world needs a total reset. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's always been not nice people. There's always been, you know, evil, but it's just I don't know. You gotta pray for the world. We just messing it up. But what else is going on? So that was New York. So I guess that's the big story. The big story. Not much going on anywhere else. Any good news anywhere? Any funny news? Have we talked about Will and them? I don't think we have. I think last time I was on, we wasn't talking about that, right? Um, yeah, I think that happened right after my last live. I want to say that was crazy. I mean, pretty much everybody's done talking about it. I'm done talking about it too, because me and the homegirl Daylight was like getting into it, and then I changed my stance like 3 times. But I haven't been keeping up. I think homegirl said something about he can't go to the Oscars for like I don't know 10 years or something like that. That's crazy. We never seen that side of him before. but I still think some part of it was staged. Or yeah, I just, it's just too weird, too weird. But so anyway, the next thing I was gonna tell you guys was my other idea of how I can travel without traveling. I have decided, and y'all can do this with me if you like to do it. So don't think you're stealing my idea or anything. But I've decided that I'm going to cook a dish from every country in the world. Um, of course, it's gonna take me a while, but like I'm gonna study the dish. I'm gonna start with the country that I've actually been to, which I think is about 12 or 13 different countries. But I'm going to start with the dishes of places that I've been to, and then you know keep going till I finish all the countries in the whole wide world, like Kazakhstan, like all the places, all the countries. So, because that's one of the things I like when I travel. I like music, food, and like culture. So, I'm gonna learn a little bit something about every country because I'm gonna read a book from every country. I don't think I could read a book at the same time I make the dish. Like that would be too much to coordinate. And yeah, but I'm definitely gonna document it for myself and put it out there, but mostly for myself, so I can so I can have a memory or whatever. But yeah, I started looking up dishes, so I have a dish for every country that I've been to. Um, even if I've been in the airport just for a layover, like I've been to Russia. I don't plan on going back there, but I was in the airport for like 10 hours, so I feel like I got a good feel, and I flew Aeroflot and everything. So I'm like, eh. But I've been to Denmark, I've been to Sweden. I was in Sweden for like a couple of hours, but I was there. So I I'm gonna I'm gonna cook a dish from each place and film it. And then by the time I'm done, that's probably like what 200 dishes or something like that. And I feel like if I could cook 200 dishes, then I could say I'm a chef to myself, even though I'm never gonna work as a chef. But I could just say I'm a chef because, like, wouldn't that count? I've cooked a dish from every country in the world. Like, I don't know. I think that's so cool. So yeah, I'm very eclectic like that. I like. I've always liked I don't want to say I've always liked cooking, but I've always liked creating when it comes to food. Like even when I was a kid, I would make salads and try to experiment, put weird like different things in. I don't say weird, but it was weird to my family because they wouldn't eat it. But I was like, yeah, let's put some olives in there and some, what like make it pretty. Like I was very much into that. So I was watching this cooking show. That's where I got the idea from. It's a cooking show that was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, they cook a dish from every think it's called the last plate or the last dinner or the last plate. I don't know. But every time they had a competition, they would cook um, something from that country. And then as they're talking about it or whatever, they say where the ingredients come from and the history of it. And you learn different stuff. And so I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And you kind of feel like you're traveling to that place. So I was like, oh, if I don't get to travel to every country in the world, I probably won't. But at least I can do that. Julie says Denmark and Sweden have the best fish and wine in their airport. Really? Is it flavorful? Because I was in Denmark for like Thanksgiving one year, and I feel like they had a lot of pastries and stuff. Like that's what they were known for. I know they do most of those countries that are kind of cold. They do a lot of beef, pork, stew type stuff, like stuff that warms you up, or things like that, hearty stuff. And I'm trying to like wean myself off of the red meats um, as much as possible. Anyway, I'll probably never be a perfect vegan, but I'm like, you know, I'm aiming to eliminate stuff as I get mature and want to look younger, and But glad to see. You've arrived forward safely. Thank you, Angela Africa. Smoked fish salad was the bomb. Ooh, like smoked salmon and stuff like smoked fish is definitely very tasty. Very tasty. What up, what up, what up? Multifaceted Shay. How you doing? What's going on? Where you at? What you doing? I'm talking about all my little aspirations and stuff. I'm reading a book, autobiography of Angela Davis. I definitely want to read more because I feel like my college education didn't really do it. Didn't really do the trick. So I want to be like the smartest person that I know, and a chef, and an entrepreneur, and like I want to do yoga and put my feet up to above my head. It's like so much stuff I want to accomplish. I got to get on it. Good girl, can't wait to come back to the motherland. Yes, come back. Xena Warrior Queen. I used to watch Xena. Did y'all watch Xena? I used to watch that with my sister when I was a kid. And then later on, I found out that I think that's based on an African queen, like a real life warrior queen. That's what I heard. What's her name? Not Xena, but the name is something else. Like one of those, one of those queens. I forget Shinga. I think Shinga, something like that. Anyway, I don't know if it's true. I probably have to read a book about by that too. So if y'all know any books, like really good books from certain countries, like Brazil, I know Paulo Coelho or something like that. It's like a real good author from there. Mexico, France, whatever. I want to read a book about every place in the world so I can, in my mind, be like I'm there, and then I know the whole world. And like Nzinga, yes, Queen Nzinga. That's what I heard that it was from. Nikki Giovanni. What country is Nikki Giovanni from? I read a whole bunch of American books. I think she's American, right? Even though that's a Italian last name. Um, hope to come for my birthday. Okay. Where are you going? What country are you going to? 'Cause I think you said, yeah, the motherland. Where are you going in the motherland? Multifaceted Shay. As I eat my Mexican chile candy. Um, Amazons maybe they originally came from Benin. Amazon. Who came from the Amazon? We talking about Queen Nzinga? Um, mm, oh, we're going to Gambia. Okay, cool. Say hi to all my friends there. Mm. Mm. Farmer guides are really good. I used to get one from each country I travel to. They may be online now. Is that are those like travel guide books or like autobiographical or novels? I'm sorry, I had to turn the fan on because it'd be hot. I wonder if this thing needs to be cleaned. I don't know if my camera screen. I guess it's clear. Hmm. Mimi, hi people. How's it going? Mimi Roberts, where are you? What country, what state, what city? Watch my family fly. Planning to visit Senegal in June. Yay, that's coming up soon. It's already April. That's great. Will it be your first time? Yes, travel guides, but discuss food and language, etc. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I think if I read the travel guide, it's gonna make me buy a plane ticket. My husband probably won't be too happy with that. But I definitely want to read like a good body of work from like either autobiographical or a novel, some kind of story, but that still will give you a sense of what it feels like to be there. It's like an amazing thing. I always had the ambition to read more, and I would try. I was like, I'm gonna read 5 books this year. I'm gonna read. And I always admire people that are avid readers, just like I admire people that speak a whole bunch of languages. But if I always feel like I don't have time to aspire to those things. But now I'm like, okay, I'm in control of my time. Let me do all the things I want to do instead of just admiring other people for doing it. I'm gonna actually. Let's see. The warrior women, they called them Amazons in lots of things. Those women originally come from Benin, West Africa. Okay. Kwame Nkrumah. Oh, Kwame Nkrumah. Okay. Maybe I'll read that. That'll be a good autobiography to read. I think I read Mandela already, so I can count that for South Africa. Check, check. And I read Trevor Noah. So boom, check, check. South Africa, check. I should make a list so the places I already read, I don't have to do it again. Um, Kwame Nkrumah is a good one. Yes, it will be our first time on the continent. Yay, congratulations. The African in us. Hey, where have you been? I've missed your comments and stuff. I shouted you out in the other video. I don't think you saw it. Maybe like 2 lives ago, maybe 2 months ago or something like that. Because you were watching every video like from the beginning, and I was like, wow, I can't believe she's. And you were making me go back in time and reminisce about my videos from over a year ago and stuff. So anyway, how are you doing? And I hope you are finding your way as far as what you plan to do and everything. Um, the African in Us has a channel too, you guys. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, I've been waiting for your next videos. Zena Workman, I love reading and have worked in publishing. Oh, my entire career, but I'm really into audiobooks now. I can consume more. That's the thing. I'm scared to do audio. I really don't even want to do like a tablet or read on a phone and stuff like how people be doing. I just I don't know. I just want the rustic pages, no electricity. You know what I mean? I could dog ear the page. I don't know. It made me feel smarter for some reason. For some reason. But yeah, audiobooks. I think I can't do audiobooks. I'm very much like I have a short attention span. Like when I read, I have music on at the same time. I don't know if that's weird or if anybody else does that. But I think if I did an audiobook, I would fall asleep. Even reading like a book, I have to my thoughts always get interrupted, so I have to stop and read a whole page over again. I don't know what that is, what's going on with me, but I've always been that way. But yeah, I have a friend who she reads on her phone all the time, and she can read all day long, all day long. Yes, I was. Your videos are inspiring. I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, good to hear. With love, Isa. I like listening to audiobooks while traveling. Mm, yeah, I gotta do music. I can do podcasts rarely. Talking, I don't know. Talking puts me to sleep unless it's like different voices, like for children's books. You know how they do different voices. Oh my gosh, the boogeyman is here. Ah, I need it to be like with the music and ooh, like those shows. My dad used to listen to. I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have these. TV show, like radio shows, but it was like a TV show on the radio, like that I can listen to because they have all the like you can hear the feet walking or the door like that will keep my attention. I don't know where they have those or if they still have it, but I know my dad, every once in a while, I would catch him in the car listening. I didn't even know what station it was or where it came on, but I guess that's how people did TV back before. But I like that. Like you can close your eyes and feel like you're there. That kind of audio I can get with the sound effects and everything. Let's see. And they were always suspenseful. I don't know if that's a word. Suspenseful? Anyway, the African man says, I've been really busy. Hopefully, a good busy, like busy that you want to be busy and not busy that, somebody else got you being busy. Same here. I like them for long trips. If you take a long trip on an airplane, like the TV doesn't distract you. Like I always pick the TV, even when I have a book or music with me. Like the TV is like, it'll get me every time. And then I never end up reading on the plane. Almost never. Because they give you all these free movies and I just consume. Especially because I didn't have cable, so a lot of time, most of the time, I didn't have it, so I didn't have time to watch TV. Let's see, that much. You sound like you're very right brain. Maybe why you're so creative. Oh, right brain. I gotta look that up. Make sure I know what that means. I mean, I know I heard it before, but I don't know what right brain, right brain, right brain. Let's look and see what that is. Right brain. Is that the side that, okay, here we go. Right brain versus left brain. What is a right brain person like? Disorganized, unpredictable, and more often than not, very good with people. They are spontaneous. Oh, yeah, that's not me at all. I'm very organized. I'm very predictable. I don't know if I'm good with people or not. I think I'm okay. I'm not spontaneous. I plan everything. If you see in my phone right now, all the stuff I did today, is written down in my phone. The stuff I'm supposed to do for the week is written down in my phone. Let's see. Drop off my. I have to write down. I do get distracted, so like I have to write down everything. If I'm gonna wash dishes, I put down I was gonna read a book. I didn't. I put down I was gonna pick up my kid. I put down if I had time to do a live, feed the dogs. Even though I do some stuff every day, I still gotta write it down. But oh, it sounds like a negative definition. But yeah, like tomorrow, I know what workout I'm doing. I know what master class I'm taking Thursday. Yeah, I write everything down, so I'm definitely not disorganized. But it says they're intuitive, good at solving problems, and more comfortable with the unknown. Oh no, yeah, that's definitely not me. So let's see what left brain say. I'm probably more of the left brain, but just maybe I have some type of attention challenge. Mm-mm. What else we got? Mm, I can do other things while listening. See, and that's what I would like. Like I could do podcasts when it's different hosts, like or talk radio when it's different people talking. But if it's one person talking, I'm going to sleep. but um but yeah, like I listen to the Breakfast Club when I'm walking. Like when I'm exercising, I can listen because there's more than one person talking and there's laughing going on and stuff like that. I think if it was one person, it would sound kind of monotone. And let's see, left brain. It says more verbal, analytical, and orderly. Definitely analytical, I guess. I think digital brain better at things like reading, writing, computation. I don't know. Well, maybe I'm neither. Maybe I'm frontal brain or something. Work well with daily task lists. That is me. Tend to be the critic in class. Maybe consider themselves naturally good at math or science. Nope. rational, logical, perform, research, well documented, enjoy setting goals. Definitely, I set goals all the time. Easy to interpret information. Well, maybe I'm left brain dominant, just not 100% left brain, maybe. But it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I am. I just know I get anxious if I'm not organized, and I get a little bit, and I get thrown off if something happens that's not planned, like how, culturally here people can just show up. Even if I like you or I know you and you're my friend or, my husband friends, I still get thrown off. Like, what are they doing? Like, this wasn't planned. Like, I don't even like when people call me and it's not like planned or expected. I'm like, what do they want? Like, it really, I could be, I could be doing something, not doing something, or about to do something, and somebody called, and it's like I'm not busy, but at the same time, I was about to do something, so I don't want to talk to you. I want to do what I was gonna do first, and then call you when I want. I don't know. It's weird. Even if it's 2 minutes later, I don't like being interrupted. Maybe that's what it is. Um, mm, creative, big thinkers. The African in us. I'm taking care of my sister. Oh wow. Stage 4 brain cancer. I'm so sorry. Her life has become my life. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. I figured something happened, but people get busy with work and stuff like that. I never would have imagined that. Oh wow. Um, I pray that both of you guys can get some relief from that. And I don't know much about brain cancer, but stage 4 sounds really serious. I'm so sorry to hear that. I pray for a miracle and healing for her. And don't wear yourself out because helping somebody, taking care of them, you know if you burn yourself out, you can't really help them. So definitely check in with yourself, so you don't get too overwhelmed to the point that your immune system is compromised, or your body is too tired. But yeah, I'll keep you and your sister in my prayers and thoughts. I'm a dancer. I have some of both traits. I think I do too. I think that's what I have, because some of it sounds like me on both ends, and then some of it is like totally not even close. So maybe we're just a mix, which is a balance, I guess. So it's all good. So that's pretty much what's going on with me. This week, what did we do? This week, I mean, people are still working on stuff in the house, but it's more like home improvement and decor stuff, because some furniture we get made, some stuff gets delivered. Oh, I got a stove. So that was what really set off my cooking thing, even though I thought about the idea before. And you notice, if you were watching the last live, my chair was slipping. It was the pink chair that's over there in the back. So now I got my chair from Gambia that was stuck there. This is my office chair that I bought during the work from home phase of the pandemic. So I bought me a nice leather chair, and it actually looks good. Like, I'm glad I sprung for the expensive chair on Amazon. Look, nice and sturdy after a year of being away from me. And my housekeeper cleaned it for me because I did not know how to get the dirt and dust out of this material mesh type stuff. She cleaned it all. It's the most comfortable chair. I realized that when they sent us to work from home, I realized two things. One, my chair was killing my back. Like, and I've had an office chair at the house, but it was very poor quality, I guess, for the lumbar and all that. Then the second thing I realized was that my house is hot. I don't have air conditioning because you're at work all day. You don't realize how hot it could be in the middle of the day, and you're in the car. If you need AC in the car, you'll use it. But in the morning early, it's usually not hot because I'm from California. Maybe other places different, but it's not hot in the morning. It's not hot in the evening. So when you leave work, you don't feel it. It's only on the weekends or when you're working from home that you can feel like it's too cold or too hot or whatever. So that's what I realized. So I had to spring by this chair, and I was not gonna leave it there when we moved. I was like, I need to have a pillow right here. It's the best. So I'm not dropping dropping like I was in my last time. Every time I kept sitting up, it was like it's horrible. But yeah. So what else is going on with you guys? I know New York. There was the subway thing you guys were talking about. Um, the really bad shooting. Anything else going on? I don't know anything about Europe stuff that's going on. I've never. I hear people say it's a war. The last thing I really, really, really knew was that people were trying to escape or something like that, and and I didn't know if it was still going on or what. Mm, yeah, kids definitely keep you. You have to multitask and plan and organize so many things. So yeah, probably from that definitely contributes to my because if I don't have things together, I will lose my mind. As soon as my kid comes to me, Mom, I'm hungry. I'm like, oh, I gotta stop what I'm doing and do like I don't like that feeling of like unpredictable stuff that I have to do. Like that's my responsibility, you know. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. I'm reading trying to read. I missed today. I was supposed to read 5 pages a day of this book because some books I can read and it'll go fast because it's really good. This one is good, but it's kind of hard because her life is kind of scary because she's on the run right now. It's a fugitive, a communist, and all this stuff. And so it's like every turn somebody's about to bust her, and it gives me like palpitations. So I have to put it down, take a break, and breathe. But I'm looking forward to learning a lot. I don't know when I'm gonna start reading a book from every country. I probably just keep track of the books I've already read, and then after I finish all these books, I bought so many books that from Amazon when I came. Um, even when I went on vacation, I got 1619 Project. Like if I see a book on a shelf, I'll buy it. Paul Mooney, I think he was great. So I want to know about him. I like reading about people and finding out their life stories. Somebody gave me this, I think, African love stories. I got Pam Grier. I just want to know about everybody. I think I just put some stuff in my cart today because I was watching. What am I watching now? Love? No, not Love and Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop that was out back in like 2017, 2016. I didn't watch it then because I didn't have cable, and I didn't want to get consumed with all those shows. Like it's so easy to just be watching reality shows all day long and be unproductive. So I turned my cable off. And but now I'm watching it, you know, in moderation. But so that made me want to, cause I think Salt Pepper from Salt Pepper is on there, so it made me want to get her book, so to see what's going on with her life. Um, so yeah, like I buy books like that. I bought Will's book. I was excited to read it, but now it's like so much stuff is coming out. There's like I don't know if there's anything else I need to know. Oh, let's see what else. Let's see what time is it here. It is 8:51, and I hope that my kid is asleep. I'm afraid to go in there and check, and she'll be looking straight at me like, "Mom," because it's almost 9 o'clock, and I have to wake her up in the morning. Like, even though I don't have a 9 to 5, it's like I still gotta wake up early and take her to school, which is annoying sometimes because I just want to sleep, you know. But last week she was on vacation, and I stayed up till like 2 in the morning every day, just like soaking it all up. Like 'cause once your kid goes to sleep, especially if you have a small kid, Like once they go to sleep, that's like your freedom. You could concentrate, do what you want to do, watch what you want to watch. You don't have to worry about it being too scary for them and all this PG and everything. It's just that's my freedom. So and when she's at school. So let's see. So it's it's almost 9 o'clock. So 8:50. Oh yeah, 8:59. So it's nine basically. I'm glad I came out here early. I was Sometimes I try to get on here around 8 or 7 something, and then it ends up being 9, and then I'm sleepy looking at this computer, messing with my eyes. Um, is not knowing French a big barrier in Senegal? No, it's not. It's not. I think half the population doesn't know French. Um, maybe or close to. So no, people figure it out. They they figure out um other ways. Um, there's a lot of people that speak English. There's a lot of people that speak Italian and Spanish because Senegalese people travel everywhere, so and come back. So, and then a lot of people teach themselves English because English is very cool right now. It's very popular and very, Mm, 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 mm. Let's see. I like learning about new people, and I love reading all different genres. That's cool. I could do, I could do most genres, just not like horror stuff. I could definitely do romantic novels. I can always do um, uh, autobiographical stuff or biographical. I read James Brown's story. I read Trevor Noah's story. I read Frederick Douglass. I don't know, so many people. Wyclef Jean, different people. I like reading about different people, and you learn stuff that you never knew. Just like even watching Kanye's documentary, like I learned a lot about him I didn't know. Like him and his mom. Did y'all watch that? That was really good. And how determined he was, even though he was like such an underdog. Um, Chester Debbers. Before moving out, did you store all your key items? Did you store all your key items that you were taking with you in a big storage locker in the USA before making the final move? And what was it like a public storage place? Yeah. Um, because we sold our house, so the people that purchased it, we had to move our stuff out. So we put it in a the things that we were shipping, we put it in a public storage. It wasn't expensive. It was just regular storage prices. Yeah. Um, it wasn't like we were bringing everything. We didn't bring cars at the same during that same shipment. Or refrigerator appliances. We didn't bring those things. Um, Sleep is long gone until they become teens. I hate that because that's messing with my health. Like that's not cool. Sleep is long gone until they become teens. It's not funny, man. Like she's 6 now. It's hard to believe she's so big, but she's 6 and she still wakes me up 2 times a night. And get this, I'm the only parent that she wakes up. That is like so not fair. But yeah, I don't. My sleep is always interrupted, and then if she's not here, I don't sleep because I'm having fun trying to take advantage of the fact that she's not here. So, like, very rarely will I take a nap when she's not around, and I can't take a nap when she's up either. Sleep being interrupted. It's so messed up, man. She try to come in my bed and stuff. She all big. When does it end? Then if I have another one, I'll never get any rest. Ooh, the yep, I still have a habit of staying up late from when my kids were small. Are you farming now? No, not farming now because it's too much on our plate to start farming right now. It's not realistic. We still have some stuff to work on in the house, like landscaping and my garden here, and fixing some things. Like we need some more furniture, storage, but everything is like step by step because like to furnish a whole house at once is very expensive and time consuming, and and you want to get stuff that like goes with your decor. So like here, I want to have a love seat here. This is my office loft, is what I'm calling it. So this is the stairs. So this little area right here, I want to have a little love seat, but I want it to be cute. I don't want to just get any old thing. I'm not in college anymore and broke. But like, we buy plants and like we're doing stuff like that. So the farming will have to wait. Um, we want to finish our apartment complex. It's already built. We just have to do the finishings and like tiling, plumbing, toilets, things like that, shower head faucets and stuff like that, paint, and if we can finish at least two of the units, we can rent those out, and then save up to finish the remaining two units, within a year, hopefully, something like that. But yeah, the farming is actually not going to happen until next year because rainy season is about to come. So we want to do it for next rainy season. I don't want to be overly ambitious, which I mean is not a bad thing to be overly ambitious. I mean, as long as you can be flexible and adjust. Because we did have a plan when we came to like do three things at once, like build a house, build an apartment, do a farming. Like we were just like we have to do all of it, and other ventures came up along the way. So like I didn't expect to make content creating be like a part of our income at the moment, but um, it's helping people and it's useful to people, entertaining, whatever the case may be, and I enjoy it. So I'm like, well, might as well keep going. And then from this, other business ventures have come up just from people requesting services from us. So I'm like, okay, well, this is a way for me to keep in touch with people and share information, and at the same time, people to find me for what people who want to come here or what have you, do business here, buy land and things like that. So I don't know if anybody saw the video that we did where we went to where we sent did working in Gambia, but that was because of YouTube. So I'm just like, oh, somebody found us and was like, we can help them, So I like it. So that's what we're doing, as well as working on starting getting our business. Uh, I guess we already have a business license, but I guess getting our business registered, if you will. So we have other things that we're doing, so we don't want to overburden ourselves. Like I still have to parent my kid and other things. Um, so we don't want to put too much on our plate, but definitely by next year, before rainy season, we want to start the farming. We did meet with the person who's gonna potentially work on our farm. It's the same people that work on a farm next door to us. So we'll probably do that. Right now, they're working on the soil, or they're using the land for some other crops, and that keeps the soil fertile, I think. So somebody's using it like basically for free, like, but it helps keep the land good. So when we want to plant, it'll be um it'll be ready. So one thing at a time. And the farm is like very small. It's not something that we'll be able to make a lot of money or anything like that. It's something I was interested in. I was really inspired by the Bag family, and I just wanted to grow stuff for myself at least, so I can have, kale and cabbage and spaghetti squash and the different varieties of food that I like. Um, and have it, and then maybe every now and then sell some expats, or people have trouble finding certain things, then we have it. So that's kind of how. So it wasn't really something that we thought about doing for business, but we did want to use it to learn, and then if in the future things grow and we get more land or something like that, we can do it on a bigger scale. But we want to do baby steps and not overburden ourselves with something that we have no experience in. So that was a long answer to your question, but thank you for that question. How much is a nice 3 to 4 bedroom house? Sorry, I'm laughing. I'll tell you why in a minute. Just a range. I know it depends on location. Okay, so the reason I chuckled is because somebody asked me a question today that was hard for me to answer because it was really broad, and so not only does it depend on location, but I need to know your definition of nice, because, and like I told this other person earlier, they were asking me about medical, what is the medical care like, and I was like, I need a little more to be able to tell you, because if you say nice, a nice 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom house, I don't know what's nice to you. Some people have are not as picky or demanding as others. Some people think nice is based on European standards or Western standards or African standards. Some people want to live in an eco-friendly house. Some people want to live in a big. So yeah, and it's definitely a big range, because you said how you asking for the price, right? Yeah. Um. Yeah. If you give me a location, I can tell you, but I don't know what's nice for you, like like AC, Wi-Fi. I don't know, so I'd have to know a little more. But there are some houses that you can rent in an area that I know, here in the Petit Côte area, which is Sally, Simone, and Moore area, um, not far from the beach and everything, that are like $600 a month, like to rent. $700, maybe eight, nine. It depends if you want a pool, things like that. Um, but Dakar would be different. Uh, the North would be different. Casamance would be different. So it's like a big country. So I don't want to say and not, be able to give you the right information. But there are places like that. But I can't tell you if they're nice to your standards or not. I just, the place where we were renting was not nice. Where we were renting while we were building was not nice at all. It was very, very, very hot, very mosquito infested. But we were just sacrificing for what we were doing. So yeah, it just depends. It just depends. User zero, user one. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I think your name is the most unique name I've ever seen on YouTube. Um, how far is the beach from where you live in Malakunda? Um, there is a beach about 15 minute drive from here. It would be 10 minute drive, but it's 15 minutes because the closer you get to the beach, that street, the roads are not the best, so you have to drive really, really slow, like through these potholes and stuff. But if if the road was good, I would say 10 minutes. Um, yeah, 12 minutes from here. Um, there's two beach towns that are close. Sally, and then Mbor has a beach. Um, Mbor, I guess it's called Mbor Beach, Grand Mbor Beach, um, which is chill and nice. Sally is a little more touristy, and they have all the people coming up to you to sell you stuff, and the jet skis and all that. So they're more. It's a little more like people are always gonna bother you when you go there. For that kind of stuff. So if you live here, it's kind of like annoying a little. Um, but uh, but I like Simone too. Simone is like chill and quiet, and it's a really nice beach. It's still touristy, but not as congested as. mm, Not that Sal's congested, but it can be during tourist like season. But yeah, there's like two beaches 15 minutes away, basically. Mm, how are you and your family? We are good. Thanks for asking. How are you, Mustafa, Mr. Kamara? You guys inspire me a lot. Oh, really? Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm watching from Boston. Oh, I've been to Boston. I have a friend. I think she still lives in Boston. She's from Puerto Rico, but she lives in Boston. We went to college together, and I stayed with her a couple years back in Boston, and I got to see the what's that bar? She from Cheers, from the TV show Cheers. I went over there. Boston was a little on the cool side, a little cold, but it's a nice, pretty area where she took me anyway. Um, yeah, nice to hear from you, Mustafa. Pamela T. Peace and blessings. Hey. Oh, you're on your way. Okay, good. Do you know what the entry requirements from Senegal to Gambia by road? Um, let me see. What does it say? Hold on one second. Let me know if you guys can see me. I don't know why it says my connection is stable. Last time I did that, you guys told me that it was still working. So let me check. Um, sure. But yes, I do know what the. Okay, I guess it's working now. Okay, I just wanted to check, make sure I didn't like freeze or anything. Sorry about that. So, um, you said you wanted to know the entry requirements. So yes, I do know what they should be, what they can be. Um, it depends on what you're driving, who you're with. Uh, your car has to be registered or you gotta pay something, for your car. There are people who just walk across the border back and forth and don't have to do nothing. But driving, you gotta go to both sides and declare whatever. And depending on what you have in the truck and what's on you, you gotta go through customs, which is on the side of the road somewhere. If you like the naked eye, you wouldn't see it unless you knew what to look for. But definitely go with somebody from here or from there, from either country, should be with you. Somebody that speaks Wolof should be with you. Um, and that should take care of a lot of stuff. But you don't need like a test, COVID test or anything like that. Definitely not. They tell you you do. Um, they just want a little tip. Um, and you need a visa if you don't have one. Um, once you get a visa, it's for five. It's good for 5 years. Bridget, watching from London. Bridget sounds like a UK like name actually. Either that or like Jamaican Bridget. I haven't known a lot of Bridgets. You ever show about Bridget? It was a TV show when I was a kid. Somebody named Bridget. But hi from London with love says. Let's see. I remember those days. My daughter's 16 years old now. Yes, it's so not fun, man. It's not at all. And because you love them, it's like you care and stuff. If I didn't care, man, I wouldn't wake up when she came to my room at all. Sometimes I do it. I ignore it just so she go around, talk to her dad on the other side. Leave me alone. What does she want when she wakes you up? So when my kid comes to my room, she just wants me to sleep with her. Every night I tell her to go to bed, Mommy, can you sleep with me? And it's like I can't, you know what I mean? Because then it'll never stop. So I don't. But then I have to end up telling her stories like, okay, I'll come sleep with you. Just go to bed. And then she goes to bed. She'll wake up, Mommy, you never came. She's like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm surprised. She must be real tired. She actually is asleep. She actually is asleep because she hasn't gotten up. So that means she's really asleep, which is awesome. Doing too much at one time can be stressful, and you didn't go there to stress yourself out. Yes, this is true. I can't. I think because I'm here, and not just because I'm here, but because I'm here and I'm, doing my own thing, I have more time to be in tune with myself and what I'm feeling. And so I notice that even when my kid says, Mommy, can I have some? Oh, Mommy, I'm hungry. Like with that high pitch something, it does something to me where I'm like going to panic mode and like stress. And so I'm trying, and even before she was born, I told myself I need to be one of those parents who's like, kind of like in the mafia, how they be talking like, you disappointed me, the family. Like I have to be calm like that. I can't get hysterical or I can't really get too hyped up because in any situation. So I was telling her today, you can't even like she'll be like, Mom, I wanted that. Mom, you missed it. Like she's telling me to look at something while I'm driving. Like, Mom, you missed it. And she gets all upset and like that. I think I'm like an empath. Like their feelings just transport to me. I can't deal with it, and I don't know how much it affects my blood pressure, but I know it doesn't feel good, and I just try to keep my yoga breathing and all that in every situation. But but yeah, I'm definitely not here to stress out. I can't. It's a life or death matter for me. Um, Abdul Ramanjalo. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Are you in Spain or are you in Italy? I remember your name. Pamela T, what's the contact details for the consulting services? You can send me an email. I'll put my email in the comment here. Hold on. But there are also links pretty much in every video description. And in the description on my YouTube channel and everything, Instagram. But email is definitely best because um, social media, things get lost and I can't keep track, and people's names are different and I won't remember who you are. But email, so I can keep everything a record of our whole conversation back and forth and details and stuff like that. Um, Basically, just to give you a short, brief synopsis. So there's consulting for like general relocation consulting, and then there's also specific construction or construction and or um, real estate consulting that involves both my husband and myself because he's more privy to specific details on how much things may cost you depending on what you're looking to build and or purchase as far as land is concerned and stuff like that. So we do that together. um but but yeah, definitely shoot me an email, let me know, and then from there I'll usually ask that you write down all your questions so that way we don't just talk and lose track of what we doing, what we want to focus on. So you can take good notes. You have all your questions. I can prepare a day in advance and do all the any or 2 days maybe if I need to do research on some things, and then I'll have the information for you, and we can like do a Zoom. I'll send you a Zoom, and that's pretty much how it goes. In the beginning, I didn't really have a structure because I wasn't really putting it out there. It was more like people were reaching out to me, and I said okay, and then they were like, "Well, you should get paid for this. I'll send you something." Okay, but now that I kind of got to practice at doing it, it's been it's been a year now, over a year. I kind of got my style together and more knowledge and things like that. So I've been able to expound on a lot of people's questions, because a lot of times people leave comments or ask certain questions where it's like really, really vague, and I really want to get to know people and what they actually like, what their interests are, what their goals are, and then from that I can answer the questions way better and to be more tailored to you. Because like the other question earlier, what's a nice house? I don't know what nice is for you, because I can say to everybody, oh yeah, Senegal is great, but I need to know what you're looking for so I can be honest and be like, look, this area may be too expensive for you, but this area, things like that. So it actually works a lot better that way. Let's see. Uh, okay, let me catch up on these. Oh, y'all on fire tonight. I'm actually behind on the comments. Okay. Where am I at? I wanted to get into farming, and I was wondering about your experience. Yeah, we haven't started it yet. When we do it, it's something we definitely want to be. Even though someone will be doing it for us, it's something we want to be involved in from every step, so we can learn as much as possible. But we kind of have a plan of the crops that we want to grow. Um, Most local crops that that people like, the more popular stuff like onions, um, cabbage, things that people eat here every day, and then also have some stuff that you can't really find here because there's other vegetables and things that are becoming more known, like kale and stuff like that. And so we want to have those so we can have access to it, and people as they come can have access to things that we like, collard greens, things like that, aloe vera, because people use it for a lot of things. So we want to make sure that we kind of have a balance of what we need from over there and what people need here. Um, U.S. upscale nice. Okay, so do you mean New York, Miami, LA nice, or do you mean Oregon nice? I'm just playing. Well, I'm actually not, but a little bit. But yeah, U.S. upscale nice. Okay, I have a better idea of what you mean. So yeah, probably $800-900, and like that's with a pool and stuff. But that's just in this area, in this, in a 30-minute, like from where I live. Like that's as far as I'll you know. But some places would be 1,000. It just depends if you want to live in a, uh, if you want to stay in a, what is it called? Uh, Gated community. It might be more because you're paying for other services, repairs and security and things like that. But yeah, it just depends. You can get something for. I mean, our place wasn't nice, and I think we paid about $500 a month. But and it depends on what you negotiate too. So you know. But yeah, nice place, nice modern new upscale like MTV Cribs type place. Mm, eight to $900, I would say would be good. Maybe 1,000 at the most, because you got a pool and stuff. Za, I just found your channel. Senegal seems like a vibe. Ooh, it's definitely a vibe. I've been to Lagos. Oh, I like all the Nollywood shows. That's actually what started to open my eyes more the last, I don't know, 7, 8 years or something like that. I was definitely into that, like exposure to a different side of Africa that we didn't get exposed to before. How you how would you say it compares to that? I'm from South Africa, so I only really know South Africa and now Germany where I live. So how would it compare to Lagos? I haven't been to Lagos. I've only seen it on TV. Um, but maybe Dakar would be similar to Lagos in certain areas, or maybe the whole. I don't know, but perhaps there's definitely areas that look like the Nollywood version of Lagos. So or Lagos. Why am I saying Lagos? I'm speaking Spanish or something. I was like, something sounds weird. Lagos. So yeah, Lagos is kind of like Dakar as far as if you go to Almadies, Mermoz, Mamels, those areas. Very nice, very beautiful, very upscale and expensive and stuff. Um, and then there's other parts where it's not as expensive, but it's still, you know, um, it's like if you took New York City and put it in Africa with some sand here and there and dirt, like dirt roads, a couple of dirt roads, and mixed in. It's kind of like that. You got people from all over, at least all over Africa, that live in Dakar, and lots of different places in the world. If you have been to Nigeria, I love Lagos. Yeah, I haven't been to Nigeria. Um, it's definitely a place where I have a lot of ancestry from, according to scientists. But Nigeria was just one of those. Well, most places that I travel actually are always places that I know somebody going, or I know somebody who's there that invites me. Or I'm going with somebody else. But yeah, if I don't meet somebody else who wants to go there, I usually don't go. But Nigeria definitely intimidates me because I feel like you have to have a tour guide or have somebody on the ground that can show you around. Because I hear it can be a little like rough as far as like culturally. They can be very aggressive and like a little pushy and stuff. But, but yeah. Um, so good to see. What about a weekly or bi-weekly? What about a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly farmers market? That sounds like a great idea. I mean, there's people who have those. There are people who farm here, that are from the states and stuff, um, and other countries and stuff. But yeah, that would be cool. I think if I think you're talking about from the like if once I start farming, um, I think that if yeah, definitely we could probably do both. Sell our stuff to vendors, and then also like for the local markets, and then also have a farmers market and stuff. The way some people do here is um, they'll send a mass like WhatsApp message, or announce like we have these in this week so people can order it. So like for example, if somebody in Dakar was like, "Oh, I want some collard greens," I will put them in a taxi and send them up to them, to wherever they stay, and that's how you would like get it to people, and you don't have to just have it here. But I went to a store this week, actually last week, that everybody was telling me about, where they said they had kale and stuff like that, and I found a whole bunch of stuff. There was no kale, but I saw different types of lettuce, which there was only like what I don't know what the name of the lettuce is, but it wasn't romaine lettuce. It was like real common. I guess it looked like romaine lettuce. That's the kind of lettuce that they have here. It's always one kind, but this one they had the purple lettuce. They had that butter something lettuce. Like how there's different lettuce, iceberg and stuff. I think this is iceberg lettuce. I don't know, but anyway, they had all different kinds of lettuce and different types of fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So I was excited. I saw green grapes, so it was really cool. So there's some people who farm here that they sell their items in this particular store. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of options. Um, once our neighborhood develops, like in the next few years or whatever, we could definitely do stuff like that here, like on a local level. What I like is instead of going to the big market, because here in the board, the market is huge. You feel like you're in Dakar when you're there. It's very difficult to navigate, and it's kind of overwhelming for a newbie like me who doesn't speak Wolof that well. But I like buying from people on the streets. So there's finally somebody on the corner. I mean, there's people here in the village next to us that sell stuff, and then on the corner. So once you get to the main street from where we live, um, you know, fruit stands, vegetable stands. I love that. Like, so when we get more of those, then you don't have to always go to the big market and spend 3, 4 hours in the hot sun just to get stuff, going from vendor to vendor to vendor. So, um, those are always cool. I mean, basically everywhere is a farmer's market here, unless you go inside the supermarket places for little stuff. But I prefer buying stuff from the street, and then whatever they don't have, then I'll go to the supermarket after for the prepackaged, stuff that I miss or whatever. Oh, that's helpful. Thanks. Oh, glad I can help you, Xena, Warrior Queen. Shoe Barb, hey girl, how are you? Let's see. I travel to West Africa a lot, so I know the standards. Okay, I'm talking much nicer, more on U.S. standards. Okay, all right, I think that. All right, cool. Changing the narrative. Hello, gonna subscribe to your page. Cool. Welcome. Changing the narrative. Let's see. What else am I missing? Is it more expensive generally in the northern or southern part of Senegal? Um, mm, mm, mm. It's based on my knowledge, it's more expensive in the north than the south, and probably even less expensive when you go all the way east. I think I'm pretty sure. Um, but San Luis is in the north, and it's not cheap there, like land and stuff. I mean, it was the capital, so it's like developed and stuff. But so like I think it's more expensive there. Certain things are more expensive there, let me say, than here. Um, than here where I am. But not everything. So like, certain things in certain regions may not sell, so they can't charge a lot. So like here they could charge pizza because people eat pizza. It's a lot of tourists here and whatnot. But in San Luis, they may not be able to charge the same amount of price of pizza. Nobody probably gonna really buy it like that. It's not as many foreigners, expats, tourists, stuff like that. Even though there are tourists, but very few. And um, but Dakar is the most expensive, and then the further you go out of Dakar, it can be less. Casamance, I don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't been to any of the southern regions yet. Ziguinchor and uh, some other places I haven't heard of. But yeah, um, the further you get from Dakar, it can be less expensive. It just depends on what's going on in that area. But everywhere, things go up as far as like land and stuff for sure as it gets more populated or crowded. I really want to check out Senegal more. I spent a day in the airport. Language was difficult even in the airport, but I'd like to see more. I love the Radisson Hotel. Yes, the Radisson is magnifique. Um, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't say language isn't difficult, but I don't know. It just depends on the situation, like the context and what's going on. I think airports can be stressful anyway, so everything is a lot more important and urgent or whatever. But and it depends on what you like. If you want to have a deep conversation or you just want to buy bread, like you know what I mean. So like if you want to just buy something, you probably won't have that much trouble. But like people put the price if they don't like go to the taxi and you just put in your calculator the price and show it to them, or you show a picture of what you want. They communicate that way. Or people use Google Translate on their phone all the time to read menus and stuff. But like it just depends on what you're trying to communicate and if it's a simple transaction or if it's something complicated, then that could make it a little more difficult too. But definitely, if you come to Senegal, let me know how much you. Great info, many thanks. You're welcome. My parents, Bridget says, my parents are originally from Senegal. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. But I grew up in France. I've been watching your videos for a while now. I love what you and your husband with you. Thank you so much. Very inspiring. Oh, Bridget, is Bridget a French name? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. No, I never knew that. I didn't know anybody French growing up or any, Francophone people, but oh, interesting. So you're from France. Ça va? Vous allez bien? Thanks for your informative knowledge and energy, great vibration. You're welcome. Thank you, Papa Sheezy. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. It's 29:30. So I got time to watch some TV before I gotta go to bed. My curfew for this kid. I gotta wake up in the morning. Enough respect. I read today that Amazon Prime just signed an agreement to carry Nollywood movies. They're trying to compete with Netflix because Netflix was already ahead of the game. Netflix got a whole bunch of them movies. Now they have South African stuff. I used to watch the Africa channel when it was on the regular package for cable, and then they changed it to something else. I felt like they was hating on Africa, but I used to love the South African shows they used to have on there. Beautiful, informative platform. Great vibe. Cool. La Buena Vida. Hi, Buena Vida. Are you in Gambia or Senegal? My bad family. My bad family. I'm in Senegal. I'm next door to Gambia. J Journeys. Would you recommend the Almadies area for a first time visitor? Definitely. Um, you'll have a good time. That's where all the nightclubs are. Looks like Vegas at night. Um, well, not even at night, in the morning, like 3, 4 in the morning. Just ask my homegirl Dayla. um, but yeah, definitely Almadies. It's a little more organized or structured to the organized in a Western fashion, I guess you would say. So it's easy to find your way around. Not too many. It's not too crowded. A lot of restaurants, easy to get taxis and things like that. Especially, and easy to find people that may speak, you know, English. That probably do speak English over there at the restaurants, hotels, so forth. Lovely Africa. Hey, what's up? Zena says it reminded me of Paris, like how they don't go out of their way to communicate because you're American. I'll bet it's not really that hard. Or the airport reminds you of Paris. Like they go out of their way. Oh wait, like they don't go out of their way to communicate. Oh, I mean, I mean, yeah, it's different because I think that when you go somewhere, you're the one who's expected to go out of your way. But like, I think sometimes Americans feel like as a customer because we have this customer service mentality that we feel like everybody should go out of their way because we're their customer, and it's their job, but not everybody has that culture, you know. Um, American customer service, it seems like people go out of their way. I mean, they just trying to get to the bottom line, get to the money. But how whatever the motivation is, still, people do go more above and beyond in the states because that's what we're taught to do to make money and be successful and beat the competition. You know what I mean? And I think other countries don't go out of their way because you know y- you're the one who came there. So, I guess they expect you to be out with your book, like how when people come to the States, they used to, not used to, but back in the day, you see people trying to learn. Actually, I just watched, last night, we watched the movie together. We watched The Terminal with Tom Hanks. I love his acting in that movie. He's so good. And I guess he was in the airport for 9 months. I didn't realize, but I noticed that the people in the JFK airport were just talking to him in English, like, "So, do you understand?" And he's like speaking Bulgarian, and they just like, "Well, look, you can't go into the country." Like they weren't even using baby words to talk to him, and I was like, "That seems so rude to me." And they were like, "We're gonna try to get you an interpreter, but in the meantime," but they're not even trying to speak Russian or anything close to what he speaks, and I was just like, man. I just feel like, we expect when we leave the country to be treated like, American, oh, I love New York, whatever. But then the people coming to the country, it was just like, and he was in a predicament where, I don't know if y'all saw the movie, but anyway, he was in a predicament where it wasn't his fault that he got stuck in the airport. But yeah, I was getting a little upset, like, why are they talking to him like that? Like, he don't know what you're saying. You just like blah blah blah. Anyway, so that's how I feel about that. Anyway, Yvette is a French name. That's my name. Oh no, I was talking about Bridget. Bridget. Did it sound like I said Yvette? No, I was talking about Bridget. Bridget, ça va bien, merci. Yeah, Bridget is from France, but I was thinking that maybe she was from the UK or something. Because Bridget, or maybe no, she said she was in London, watching from London. So I thought she was from there because her name was Bridget. I don't know a lot of Bridgets, so that's what I was talking about. That. Thank you. We'll be there this weekend. This weekend? Oh wow! Yay! Wait, what was the last thing you said? Would you recommend Almady's? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So you'll be all right. Send me an email when you get here. Um, this weekend. No, I'm going to Dakar during the week. But yeah, this weekend I'm going somewhere else. But yeah, anyway, email me anyway. I'd love to know for your first time how your trip goes and if I can help you in any way, hook you up with people. I got people in Dakar and stuff. Um, there's a really good Facebook group where you can ask a whole bunch of questions before you come. It's called expats living in Senegal or something like that. But it's a lot of people in there and they share information all the time. So you can probably get hooked up, you know, with some people and know where to go and everything. Definitely don't try to figure out stuff on your own. Like there was a guy who came and he was doing everything on his own because he didn't want to bother anybody. But it was like, no man, you're supposed to tell us where you're going, what you're doing, check in so we can help you, we can hook you up because you can't. It's not just like you can look in the yellow pages. I'm dating myself, but you can't just Google and find everything. The real stuff is not on Google. Senegal has its own Google. It has its own GPS that's not on your phone. So, oh, cool, you're in that group. So, yes, that's a perfect place to ask any like general questions for the whole country because some groups are just in Dakar or just in certain places. But yeah, definitely ask because a lot of people are travelers, or, have lived here for a long time, and so they can share a lot of info with you. That's dope. Um, when I was in Paris, I felt like they gave me a hard time. There is a long history with French versus America. I didn't know at the time, but I'm not the typical American. when I travel, I know better. Mm, mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I get the snobby vibe when I'm in Europe anyway, anywhere, or rather, like, um, and sometimes I don't know if it's because it's just cold there and everybody's lips are chapped or what it is, but I never like in Paris. I just noticed that people don't say hi, and but I never looked at European people to like be like say hi and welcome me. I only looked at the black people, and then when the black people wasn't like really making eye contact, I was like, oh, we definitely not doing the nod over here. Like it's very different. The culture is very seemingly like cold in that sense. Um, I guess that's just how they are. People say French can be rude compared to other places, and I mean, of course, I'm sure they don't think that they are, but it's just compared to our standards of hospitality and all that. Definitely not Taranga like Senegal. Okay, cool. The movie with Tom Hanks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm, yes, I've gotten help from people in that group. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, so you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So I definitely felt that, but I didn't have no expectations of anything being warm and fuzzy. But it did surprise me that even the African people or the black people, Caribbean, whatever they were, that was there. Like everybody's in their own zone in Paris. I don't know outside of Paris, but in Paris. And my friend said that, yeah, if you say hi to somebody, they're gonna freak out or they're gonna get upset at you or something like, why are you talking to them? But big cities have that too. I think New York, I don't know. I remember the first time I went to New York and there was somebody like first we was stalled in the middle of the in the island, my cousin's car, and they was just we just got it from the airport and it was honking at us like and we wasn't even in their way. They was going on the sides of us. They just like in LA you get shot honking at somebody like all aggressive like that. But then I remember one time I was driving there and or no, somebody I was with was driving and there was a lady crossing the street and somebody like honked at her because she was crossing the street, little white girl, and she just gave him the finger, like didn't even stop, miss a beat walking. She was walking, she just was like, and it just kept going. And I'm just like, wow, she just looked like a little Sally Walker who played the clarinet. Like I was like, oh, so big cities I think have that. People here, local people here say the same thing about Dakar. They say Dakar, you can't just go there and stay at somebody's house. Like you have to call first, and like they don't have the same hospitality. And I'm just like, oh, calling first is regular to me, but yeah. So it's just a different level of hospitality, I guess you'd say. European thing saying hi to strangers is weird. NYC is very yes, Claire Rodriguez, exactly, exactly. I think a lot of it has to do with big cities too. Because sometimes we just don't have time for it. And there's so many people from all over the world there, and it's just like you don't have time to deal with it. Like, yeah. But anyways, it's almost 10 p.m. I'm still awake, so I want to watch something on TV before I go to bed, so I can feel like I had some freedom this evening. Um, Thank you guys for hanging out. This was really cool. Um, I'll try to do this again in the maybe next month. Um, 'Cause I like keeping in touch with you guys, and you guys tell me what's going on in the world because I have no idea. Oh, Pamela, I got your email. If you're still in there, but yeah, thank you. Oh, you said nice live. I'm glad you liked it. I never know because I'm just sitting here by myself talking to myself. It's the weirdest thing ever. But you know, I pretend you guys are right there, like we're here. So I will say good night, bid you adieu, and I'll see you next time. Um, I'm editing some more videos. I'm trying to do it do a video once a week just to not overdo myself and but still be consistent or whatever. So I got next one. What's the next one? I think the next one is a good one. I can't remember. I mean, they're all good, but because it's me. But God bless. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'll see y'all next time. And just pray that my kid doesn't come in my room at no 4 o'clock in the morning and disturb my sleep. Cause my eyes is like, oh yeah, she messing me up. I'll see y'all later. Good night. Peace out. She'll be in there. That's not funny. That's not funny. She's sleeping in her room in Jesus' name. There's no questions about it. Peace out, you guys. I love y'all. Bye.